Hi, Danika Watson, nurse practitioner. Today we're going to discuss concussions. Disclaimer, this is not medical advice, recommendations, or a diagnosis. This does not take the place of a well child check or sick visit. If you have any questions, please see your healthcare provider or your pediatrician. So school started, football season has kicked off, and what comes along with a contact sport? Concussions. So let's review some things about concussions real quick. First and foremost, your trainer is not diagnosing you or your child with a concussion to inconvenience you. Bottom line, like, it's not an inconvenience. It's not to take your kid out of the game. It's not a personal vendetta against you. Like, they are really trying to keep your kid safe, okay? And then they always say, God has a concussion, go see your pediatrician, your family physician the next day. And that visit is extremely important. If your child or you have been diagnosed with a concussion by someone other than your physician, your pediatrician, then you need to go see them. You need to have them do an evaluation as close to the time of the accident as possible. This is so we can gauge and we can judge where you're going and how you're healing. Some folks have concussions that only take about, 5 to 7 days to heal, to get over, especially when they're very strict about following concussion protocol. Others take 2 and 3 weeks. It's really how bad the brain bruise is, and if they're following the concussion protocols strictly, and how fast they heal. Concussions are like a really bad contusion or a really bad brain bruise. And so just like if you were to get a bad bruise on your shin, it can take a long time to heal. And then if you repetitively hit it, and aggravate it, it can take even longer to heal. Some of the things that we ask for kids to do during concussion protocol is they aren't in front of bright lights, right? They aren't in front of a screen, and that's any screens. That's phones, that's computers, tablets, TVs. They really need to back off the screen time, and we usually tell the schools that as well. Some other things that can aggravate their headaches or their concussion is even reading. So we send the school, they need to have written work, and they may even need to be read to for the first few days. Another big piece of healing from a concussion that a lot of teenagers don't do very well, or it's really hard to do, is sleep. They need sleep. Everything heals better when you're resting, when your body is getting enough rest. And so, and that's true for a concussion too. Your kid needs to be getting at least 10 hours of sleep if they have, anyways, but especially if they've been diagnosed with a concussion. And these are just a few things. So, it's like I said, it's always good to go see your pediatrician as soon as it happens, and let them evaluate you at first. They're going to want you to come back before they release you to do another evaluation. If they don't have a baseline on where you started, it's hard to determine how far you've come, or how much better you've gotten or not gotten. Again, if you have questions, you can always reach out to me or your healthcare providers.